Hello there, this is Aenslee Tanner, back with another video for you. And today I thought I'd address the question that I get quite often, which is, what's the difference between coaching and mentoring? And I thought I'd share this little model with you, which is something that I learned when I was doing my first coaching certification course, because I thought it outlines quite well some of the basic structural differences for these different types of supportive conversations that one might have. So as you'll see on the y-axis, there's asking versus telling. And on the x-axis, there's problem versus solution. And just to take you quickly around each of the quadrants, I'm not sure if it's going to be your upper left or your upper right. I don't know if you're seeing the screen the same way that I am at the moment. But in the ask problem quadrant, that's more where your counseling or therapies would fall into, where somebody's asking about the problems. Typically, it's very backward focused, like looking into your history, into your past. That's what all the counseling and psychological therapies, that's the quadrant they tend to fall into. In the problem telling quadrant, that's where you'll see things like consulting, where you're bringing people in to do the analysis on your existing data, what's been going on in the organization, your existing processes and so forth, and having them tell you what the results of their investigations are, providing you with recommendations. Then if you come over to the tell and solution quadrant, that's where mentoring falls. Teaching as well would be into here. This is more focused on the solution to the challenges you might be facing, and you're being told from an expert what the thing to do is. And then finally, up in that ask solution quadrant, this is where coaching falls. And this is where a coach would be asking you about your ideas for the solution, how you might like to move forward. So that's a brief tour of this model with some of the structural differences you might expect from folks working in those different professions. Now, how do you identify which would be best for you? Now, I'm going to focus mostly on coaching and mentoring at the moment. Mentoring is probably best suited for you if you're in a situation where you'd like to follow in somebody's footsteps. If somebody has paved the way before you and has done something that you would like to learn how to do, then mentoring can be a great way to get the tactical advice, the step-by-step instruction on how to do what they did. So this is great for things like, getting advice on what changes to make to your CV or resume, how to go about applying for a job in another country, what roadblocks to be aware of in your organization when you're dealing with navigating the politics and the relationships in the organization. So if somebody else has been there, done that, then mentoring, and you're looking to have that knowledge imparted in you to help you do the same, then mentoring can be a great solution for that. Now, if, on the other hand, you're in a situation where it's not just knowledge that you need, you're not in a situation where necessarily anybody has been in the exact same situation as you or the exact same context, right? Some things, it's unique to you. It's maybe there's a level of complexity that's never been present before. Then this is a situation where you might want to look at coaching. So coaching is great for helping people adapt and to deal with their challenges in a new way. And an example of this might be, if somebody, let's say you had gone to a mentor and the mentor gave you some advice about how to handle a challenge with your boss, and the mentor is telling you, well, you just need to be more assertive with this person. Now, if you find yourself, even with that information in your mind, okay, I need to be more assertive, not able to actually carry out that behavior, then maybe coaching is more the kind of support that you need, because what you're looking at is it's not knowledge that you need to, for how to be more assertive. It's actually, you need to feel differently. You need to be showing up differently. You need to develop in yourself these capacities, greater capabilities to be able to act in a way that comes across as more assertive, right? This could be the same for, people get the advice, you need to be more confident. as a public speaker. Well, how do you do that, right? It's not just a matter of being told, having a mentor kind of, pour this wisdom that you need to be more confident into your brain, right? That's just, you've got to work on developing that capacity for yourself. And so coaching is a modality that supports individuals in their vertical development. If you're familiar with that terminology, I think that was the last video I recorded last week, if you want to look that up, where I talked about the difference between horizontal and vertical development. Coaching is a great way to support that vertical development in yourself. So if you're looking to feel differently, if you're looking to adapt and behave differently in situations, to show up differently, if these are things that you might have very clear in your mind, it's something you'd like to do, but for some reason you're not able to carry it out in practice. Maybe it's giving feedback to the people in your team. Maybe that makes you incredibly nervous and you shy away from it. Then maybe there's just some capability building, some development that needs to happen so that you can actually act on the information you have, right? That you'd like to be able to give more constructive feedback more proactively, more often in your team. So coaching can be great for those kind of situations where it's really customized, really tailored to you and your unique situation, where you're dealing with a challenge that nobody else can really tell you how to fix. It's got to come from you. You've got to find the solution for your unique situation. So hopefully that's helped clarify those two for you, so that you know what to seek out to support you with working towards your goals. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I'll be sure to come back to you. Otherwise, I'll see you in another video again soon. Bye, guys.